Well, welcome everyone to the 2022 Kentucky Forest Health Conference. My name is Ellen Crocker. I'm an assistant professor of forest health extension at the University of Kentucky, and I'm delighted to be welcoming you to our conference today. This is our third annual Kentucky Forest Health Conference and our second one that we've had over Zoom. So it's nice to see many familiar faces as well as new ones. Joining us today, I like seeing those names coming in on our participants list. And before we get started, I just wanted to run through our agenda for today, our plan of kind of the various speakers. So first, we're going to be hearing about major forest health issues in Kentucky from Alexander Blevins with the Kentucky Division of Forestry. Then we'll move on to spotted lanternfly with Eric Mittner from the Indiana Department of Natural Resources. Then we're going to have a session on invasive plant management, talking about managing invasive trees with Logan Nutt of Copperhead Consulting, and managing invasive shrubs and vines with Jody Thompson of Kentucky State University. Then we'll move into our last portion of the day, talking about addressing recent storm damage in Kentucky's woodlands with Dr. Jacob Muller at the University of Kentucky, and talking about thousand cankers disease with Dr. Janita Habdi Zabdig at University of Tennessee. After that, we're going to have a survey and also the way for you all to enter your CEUs. I know several folks who are joining today are hoping to get Kentucky pesticide applicators CEUs, ISA CEUs, and Society of American Foresters CFEs. And I'll talk a little bit more about that process as well. I also want to reach out and thank our sponsors and organizers for today. In particular, the Kentucky Forest Health Task Force that has many members and organizers across different organizations and agencies. In particular, the University of Kentucky Department of Forestry and Natural Resources, Department of Entomology, Office of the State Entomologist and Cooperative Extension, as well as the Kentucky Division of Forestry, the Forest Health Research and Education Center, and the Kentucky Invasive Plant Council. So many thanks to all of our partners in that. As well, many thanks to our speakers and moderators today. So we'll be introducing each one of these separately, but just want to take a moment to recognize all of their work in making this conference happen and putting it on. A few kind of notes about our meeting format today. You might notice that this Zoom meeting looks a little different from other Zoom meetings you've attended, and that's because today we're actually in a Zoom webinar. So it's going to look a little different. We can't see you or hear you, but we can see your chats and what you put in the Q&A. So if you look down at the bar on the bottom of your screen, you should see some different options there. You can chat things if you have programmatic issues or questions about the program or CEUs. You're welcome to put those in the chat. But if you have questions for presenters, I want you to use the Q&A button. You can see that it's got a couple kind of text blurbs there. Click on that and put your questions in the Q&A. That will make it easier to look through that chat when we get to the Q&A portion and ask them questions that way. So again, use Q&A for questions of presenters and use the chat if you have programmatic issues or technological questions. If you are seeking CEUs, you must complete a survey that will be sent at the end of this conference. So I'll provide a link to that and you can click on that. We will ask you a few questions about the conference in general, but also have a place for you to enter information for Kentucky pesticide applicators, Society of American Foresters, and International Society of Arboriculture. We will ask which CEU you're seeking and then get information related to that particular one, like your license number. Now, if you're looking for ISA CEUs, just a quick note that you will also be asked to go online and enter that yourself, and I will provide a number after each session that you'll need to write down so that you can enter those into your ISA online system. So if you have any questions, you can contact me either through the chat or over email, and I can walk you through those. So with that, I am going to stop my share and invite up the moderator of our first session, Joe Collins. So Joe is a senior nursery inspector with the UK Department of Entomology. He graduated in 1991 with an undergraduate degree in entomology and then received his master's in entomology in 2001, earning both degrees from UK. He is actively involved in survey and outreach efforts for invasive insects such as the Asian longhorn beetle, imported fire ants, spotted lanternfly, and other forest pests. And Joe is one of the organizing members of the Kentucky Forest Health Task Force and this conference. And so, Joe, thanks for that. And also thanks for introducing our first set of speakers.
Sure. Thanks, Ellen.